Well, welcome back to another morning of harvest prep. Dad is prepping the wagons right now. He's filling up the tires with air. He just greased them all. Then I'm gonna pull the combine around and start getting ready to swap concaves in it. And then hopefully put the head on, check that out, and be getting close to getting ready to go. Well, you also have a lot more here. So we have the new concaves in. You can see these front ones have bars that it thrashes on, and then it goes to those. I'm gonna put these shields on now and call it good. Always gotta make sure this door is closed, because that is the sump. And if the sump is open, well, you're gonna have corn everywhere. That's closed. That's closed. Well, y'all, I forgot to video any of it, but we came out, tried the beans, as you can tell. and they were 15.7, which beans are supposed to be 13% or less. There's quite a few butter beans in there, so we're gonna give it through the weekend. Probably either Monday or Tuesday we'll start again. But until then, we've got to clean bins out. We got 2 tractors to work on and plenty of other stuff to do. So it's not like we're gonna be short on things to do. All right, well guys, it is Sunday afternoon now. It's been a few days since you've heard from me, or 2 days. Anyhow, we're headed back out to the field again to try beans. If the beans go, we're going to do enough to do 3 calibration loads to get our yield monitor dialed in. And then we're going to start first thing on Monday morning, or not first thing Monday morning, once the dew dries up Monday morning. So, should be nice. It is a very good drying day today. And hopefully it got rid of a lot of those butter beans. Okay, so I went and did around, I'm not impressed. I think the beans are still a little bit on the wet side. It says they're 12.7, but I do not believe that. So I grabbed a bucket full of beans and we're gonna go up and moisture test it to reset them on. We're gonna make a quick pit stop though to see how we're doing as far as loss out the back of the combine. Cleared a square foot here. And I see a split bean. That was probably split from the sickle. We'll do that again. Okay, there must have been a pod that the sickle got here because there's 3 beans in the same spot. That had to be a pod split. Now what I'm gonna do to see whether it's header loss or if it's combine loss is next time I'm in there, I'm gonna be going along and just stop. Shut the machine down, so then behind the header before the spreader I can tell if there's sickle loss, and then beyond that if there's more, it's combine loss. We've got our gram scale here. We're gonna get 250 grams. It's 98, 202, 50.8. Dump it in the top. 14.2. Okay, so we took a sample to town, adjusted the moisture sensor just a little bit more on the yield monitor, and then we got a weight for the load. We calibrated the monitor. We need to do 1 more calibration load to make sure we're good to go. And then really, hopefully tomorrow we hammer it out. So it's 14.2, so tomorrow afternoon at 1, 2 o'clock, hopefully it'll be down to 13.7, 13.8, somewhere in there, and then we'll be going. So today is hopefully our first actual day of harvesting. So far we've only done 4 acres, getting the combine set, yield monitor set. Here's all the doggies, say hi. So we have no more puppies on the farm. All of the puppies went home. The last one went home yesterday. Now we're puppyless again. So 17 puppies later, they're all gone, found new homes, and it makes us really excited to see them make families happy. So we've got a bin door in here that's a little bit messed up from an incident we had a couple years ago. So I'm just gonna hammer it in this time. Sometime we need to pull it off and actually bend it back right, but you can see the gap there and beans can flow through. So this bin's ready to go now. I'm gonna go up on top of the bin and help Dad get the auger lined up. I went and checked both front tires on the combine here, and this one was at 23 and the other one was at 25. Well, 23.5. So I'm gonna add about a pound to it. And we wait. Okay, so I have all the tires in the combine the same now. The fronts are at 28 instead of 23-ish. You know, I know it's debatable about giving it extra pressure. My main thing is when you get that grain tank full of 300 bushel, you are adding around 16,000 pounds. That's a lot of extra weight on the tires. So for right now, they're at 28. I might bump them down to 25 later. The rear tires are at 24. I think Dad's setting up the auger right now. I'll go guide him into place. Then we're gonna pull the combine outside and hopefully adjust the feeder house faceplate a little bit. You might be asking, why are we adjusting the feeder house faceplate? We put new tires on. The combine's 3 to 3.5 inches taller than it was before, and that extra height needs to be reflected in tilting the feeder house forward a little bit more so we have the same angle. Okay, so to tip it back, it looks like we have these 3 bolts and then this draw bolt. And then down lower, is that another bolt? I'll go look on the other side where there's less stuff. That is nice that the new flagships have a button you can push and they're hydraulically angleable. We might just run it like this now for now in beans, and then when we switch to corn, take the time to get the head angle properly, or the deck plates angled properly in corn, and then yeah, go from there, because that looks like it's gonna be fun. Well, like always, plans are flexible. I'm not gonna unhook the disc. I'm not gonna do any of that. I'm gonna jump in the combine and go out and get one final calibration load. Dad will take it in while I'm eating lunch, and then when I get back, or when he gets back with the weight, I'll go out and start combining again. So here we go. Hopefully, first big day of harvesting. Our goal is to knock out that field and do the end rows on this field. Do a walk around to the combine. That's squeaky. I'm gonna do a walk around to the combine real quick to make sure everything's good to go. That I didn't leave any things down or shields open. Alright, it all looks good. Time to roll. Okay, we're out here in the field now. I am going to start a new load. Wait. New load. Check. Grain tank is empty. Alright, I'm back here after lunch now. We made the call that we're going to do one more calibration load just because we weren't as close as we wanted to be on the last one. So I'm gonna jump in here and head across the field again. Okay, hopefully this is the last calibration load. Should be 12,099 pounds. I hope it's more than that, but we'll see. Well, now that I'm out in the middle of the field, I get to use my steering. And I really like it. Yes, that thing's jittery. We've tried fixing it multiple times. We just leave it be. But anyhow, I really like having my steering. Lets you sit back, you can watch for rocks, you can watch for everything. It's just a little bit more enjoyable instead of leaving skippers, whatever else. So, beans are doing okay-ish. At first we thought they were going to be a lot better than this, but they're doing alright-ish. Now, I'm just out here cruising along. Beans are still just a little bit green, but we're getting some pretty good speed. I'm not happy with the amount of head loss that I'm having, but if I slow down, it almost makes it worse. Next year, we're going to have a 30-foot head, hopefully slower down, ground speed down quite a bit, keep the head full. Actually, who am I kidding? We'll be running the same speed because this combine wants more, and it wants more, and it wants more. So, anyhow, that's what we got going on right now. Well, so I was driving along and I saw this kid walking out in the field, and he wanted a ride. For those of you who don't know, this is my nephew Lane. You might have seen him a couple years ago, but he's grown up a little bit since then. He was even able to climb the ladder by himself to get up in the combine. It's pretty impressive. He told me we had too big a head on the combine, but I kind of disagree with him. Lane, are we full? How full?
So full.
How full is so full?
A lot.
Do you think we could have kept going? You think we could have? I don't think we could have. I'm gonna go look and I'll tell you how full we are. Well, we could have gone like 3 more feet, maybe. You guys can see we still got a few butter beans, but the rest of them are over dry. Well, we got about an inch. We got about an inch until it ran over. Is that full? How much is an inch?
A lot.
How much is an inch?
I don't know.
An inch is just that much.
Why is an inch just that much?
Because an inch is an inch. Relative truth is not a thing. You got to remember that.
Now, why is there a mess on the head there?
Well, because I shut the head off.
Why?
Got a fire hose going into a 5-gallon bucket over there. You can see it on the camera. Dad just called me and we have enough capacity to finish this field up, but the 695 overheated. That tractor's never even gotten close to getting warm before, so we don't know if the water pump went out or if the serpentine belt shredded, but something happened to that tractor and she's kind of done for. So he's gonna try and get an auger tractor for my brother, and hopefully we can keep going. So anyhow, fun times, fun times. It's called farming. What's farming, Lane?
My brother give me an 8693 4-wheel drive.
So, okay, so somebody Lane knows has an 8693 4-wheel drive. If that's a number, please tell me, because I don't think it is. But anyhow.
It starts with the number T.
Oh, it's a T8640 whatever. And farming is basically a game of fixing stuff as fast as it breaks. Everybody thinks we grow crops. No, we just fix machinery and figure out problems with crops that we're growing.
Hey, but there's a Boda tractor.
Yep, there's the Boda tractor. I don't know if y'all can see the Boda tractor, but it's over there somewhere. And after a while, all good riders wear out. Okay, well, first field is down, well over 50 acres. I've got the wagons out here full, so I guess I'm just going to drive in second gear up to the shed, hoping there's a wagon to dump on up there, but oh well, that's just how it goes. If not, I'll park the combine there with the auger sticking over a wagon. Yeah.